I'm not even sure I was in there for that. Things were acting up here. I got glitches going on. So welcome everyone to Fireside Chat. And tonight we're going to talk about Christmas recovery, which for us was this morning. Yeah, my wife got in last night about, I should say early this morning at 1 o'clock this morning. And then we got some stuff fixed up, decorated the tree because she was bringing decorations from California. We got, the Disney decorations put on it, got the train track, at least so it looks thing. I got to do a little more tinkering with it to get the trains to actually run on it. And then we had grandkids over. And so, they have a few favorite things, such as candy and a couple of the take-apart dinosaurs that have those little, little power drilling. You're supposed to be able to take the legs and everything off and reassemble it. Yeah. All right, that's what they were having fun with those. But let's see who all is here. Let's jump up here. First one in was Shady Hill Homestead. And then LG. Got to pronounce it right, and it is kind of okay. And we got Lewis, it's the Marshmallow Man. Janice, Where to Begin Homestead. Tammy, Rebel Canners. CB is in the house. That's Hugo Homestead. And Kaylin Strain is here. And Glenn, How the Garden. And Grammy Karen just came in. And Glenn, don't worry, I got a whole bunch more cold weather coming down to you, plus some snow, so you can compete in the snowman building contest and possibly even practice for the Olympic curling team. So, froze. I'm still trying to get this cold weather down there so I stop freezing. Alrighty, so we have Santa's in the ER recovering. So yes, I'm trying to be funny tonight, keep it a little lighthearted. And of course, everyone else is it seems is overwhelmed. The traffic in Courtney's mod chat was way down this evening. All right, let me see here what we got here. Okay, so Christmas recovery. Are you ready to recover from Christmas or not? Were you back out there shopping again today, trying to catch all those clearance items on sale? My wife and I did do some rounds, but not for that. We were just getting food and some other things, and we spotted a lot of the clearance stuff over there at Sam's Club. Looked at it. There were some. If I was still a little kid, there was a couple toys there I would have gone crazy over. A little army tank thing, and one with a fighter aircraft and helicopter and stuff. Really cool stuff that I would absolutely enjoyed as a little kid. But the big question is, does everybody have batteries? Did you remember batteries for everything? Or did the kids already use up the batteries and kill everything? I know on the take apart dinosaurs, it came with a hand screwdriver. It came with a power drill. The youngest one was sitting there, he liked the sound. He's just listening to it going, "Oh, don't do that." And when I finally took it away, he goes, "Hey, you want to cry?" And I flipped it from the middle, which turns it off, handed it back to him. He's like, a couple minutes later, all of a sudden, and then he's flipped it the other way. Is watching it, he figured out forward and backwards on it, and the neutral in the middle stops it. You got rechargeable batteries. Hey, it's almost like I planned that. I didn't, but don't shop clearance till after New Year's. Yeah, there's some stuff we were looking at. My wife actually stopped and looked at the Gerber knives, and he goes, it's only $5 off. I go, yeah, $5 off, it's not worth it. Well, Gerbers are worth it, but, the price they had on it for a couple folding pocket knives is like, Yeah, when they take $10 off, yeah, it might be worth getting. And so Grammy's been on the homestead since the 17th. Yeah, let's see, what's the trying to think when the last time I actually was down or up in Idaho Falls before today. It's been a few days. No batteries required. That's what I forgot to put. No batteries required in the tags. I had batteries not included. I did all the tags to get it out here, and some of the things were I put stuff in. If someone's looking for batteries not included, it should pop up. But hey, Suzanne, how's it going? So, yeah. Let's see. I got anything else coming up here? That's it. That's the end of it. So, yeah, it's been a how do I put it? Unusual day today. The Eli, the oldest grandson, my wife brought another big roll of butcher paper up and was cutting them off piece of paper, and then a bigger one, then a bigger one. And he goes in and he starts drawing it. And one of the things she brought was a big box of crayons. I mean, talking a tub of crayons. And hey, Alicia, and some coloring pencils. And he was spending time there just coloring and everything else. Doing some for a 7-year-old, doing some really good artwork. But I mean, someone's like, "Who's crying?" And he kept on sounding like he was saying "robot." And we asked him all the names we knew. No. And so it's probably something from some either a TV show we saw across the street at his mom's place, or something from school. One of the videos they show in school. So, I mean, it's right. He drew the circle head, everything, and the big old tears. Like he grabbed the blue pen or the blue crayon, and big old tears of flowing from its eyes, and just kind of like, okay, someone's really upset. And he drew it on several different pages, and he had a whole bunch of people across, Grammy, Grandpa, Mommy, naming it all off. Well, who's that? And it was sort of like robot. Who's robot? But so, how did everybody's Christmas go? Did everybody have a good Christmas dinner, or did you forego a Christmas dinner? And do you have leftovers? And that's possibly, but he's not on the computer that much. I mean, if at all. And his, what he does see is those the pre-recorded interactive kids stuff. So, but it had arms and legs and a body and everything else. And okay, what happened here to CB? I just saw something about preparedness and stuff. So, hi, Alicia. There it is. Crazy weekend, lost power, frozen pipes, had to bring the bunnies in, got through it. Buddy heater, oil lamps, camp stove to the rescue. Yeah. Hey, Keith, how's it going? One of my daughter's rabbits out there had bunnies, and they brought them inside because little bunnies out in the minus 28-degree weather ain't too cool. They brought them in the house and had the big rabbit cage thing set up in there, and the mama decided she didn't want to care for things. She just scattered the nest all over the place after a day or two, and all the little baby bunnies wound up dying during the night. And Kaylin's white elephant gift went to her niece, who's hoping to get herself a new ride in the near future. Yeah. So I got plenty of batteries here. personally, but the only thing it takes, I got plenty of rechargeable AA's. I got a few rechargeable AA's, but the little power drill thing for it, I'm not sure whether I think it takes AA's, but it might be AAA's. They look kind of smaller than the normal ones. So if it's AAA batteries inside that little handle, then I'm gonna have to see about. I do have AAA, from Costco here, but I may need to get some of those other ones to recharge. Be able to swap it out because, yeah, Oliver just loves, and when he screws when it screws back in, it says, "That's enough, dude." You hear it clicking. It means let go and take the power screwdriver away from it. So, but tonight, let's see. Tonight we are looking at slight chance of rain and snow before 5 a.m. Patchy fog before 8 p.m. Well, that's already, it's been more than patchy fog. The last several hours, I'd say probably from 3, maybe 4 o'clock. It was, when we were up in Idaho Falls, it got foggy on us. Hey, Wayne, how's it going? And so it's looking, it says chance of precipitation tonight is 10%. Tomorrow, Tuesday, chance of rain and snow before 7 a.m., then rain. Patchy fog after 8 a.m., high near 40s. Breezy with a south wind 16 to 26 miles an hour, gust as high as 37. Chance of precipitation 100%. Little or no snow accumulation. Well, if it gets up to 40 and it's raining, and precipitation is coming down, it's going to be rain, which will help clear the streets around here. Yeah, I was a bad boy yesterday, but I had so much fun doing it. The snowmobiles are out driving in the street because and a bunch of the idiots decided to drive all over the road and pack it down in, and we came over the snowplow. It just barely scraped that off a little bit of snow, left it like a layer of ice. Well, I was getting tired of slipping and falling going across the street, so I took out a couple, big containers of the ice melt and sprinkled a little trail across the street. And it's, but before I did, snowmobiles have been coming by the street here, just, come around the corner, and they punched in, just getting all crazy in the street there. And some of the 4x4s were doing the same thing. So I went out and sprinkled that so I wouldn't slip. Well, when the truck started going over it, all of a sudden where it started melting, a little path about that wide, just enough for me to go foot in front of foot. They started hitting that, and all of a sudden it started getting wider and wider as the salt, they worked the salt back farther and farther, and pretty soon it was about, a couple feet wide. When snowmobiles came hauling around, took off, never came back. So tomorrow, hopefully the rain is enough to melt all the snow and ice on the city streets. Today, I noticed that what was yesterday a thick layer of snow still on the roof was almost completely gone. And the water was just coming down out of the drain pipes. So, for downspouts for the gutter. So it was done. But it was interesting is like we were at the low tonight is supposed to be 29. Well, that's 57 degrees above the low last week, which was minus 28. It's amazing what a week will, you have your low increase by 57 degrees. It's like, oh, so much nice. And I did not run a fire in the wood burning stove today until about almost 2 hours ago. I lit it up, and so because it's getting down like it right now. It actually came up a degree in here finally. It was down to 65 in here, And my knees are just throbbing because of the cold. Yeah, warming trend coming. Yep. But it's still going to be another day or two of it sending cold down into the nether regions of the country. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I'm excited. Tomorrow's supposed to be 40 degrees. If it makes that, I'm going to be really excited. Drops back down to 28 tomorrow night, back up to 33. And then we're Thursday, the high is 31. Friday, it's back up to 33. Saturday, what we got here for Saturday? 33 on Saturday. Sunday, the high is 28, and the low is 13. So we're getting back cold again. Hey, Shawnee, how's it going? Really high snow drifts. Oh, I was checking some things out on Facebook beforehand, and let's see if I can find the right one here. Let's see, got that up over there. Okay, my nephew, my cousin's son, so he's kind of like a nephew, but he's one generation over, so a nephew. Posted something. I mean, I had to share it with Courtney and the rest of the poop troop over there. A random beaver shot. I think just about everybody here goes over on White Family Farm. It knows exactly what this is all about. And then the other one, if I can find it here. Actually, I need to make that a little bit bigger, enlarge it. The beaver ate down the Christmas tree. So yeah, we had the random beaver shot, and then the beaver eating down the Christmas tree. That was just so funny when I saw that one. Our Christmas meal was made. I baked pig head, so amazing. Tasted like bacon wrapped in pulled pork. Cool. Yeah, and so if you've got those that are in Courtney's mod group chat on Facebook, I posted both those pictures over there. So if you want to, click on it, make it big, and you can save it for yourself and have a good laugh sharing it out with friends. But yeah, yeah. So shoot, I forgot to check to see if yeah. Eli was wanting to go for a walk when we got back from shopping, but it took longer and everything than we expected. But we got the food we needed and stuff like that. Got treats for the boys, and got some extra bread. So when they come over, I can make them grilled cheese sandwiches tomorrow. Maybe break out a can of tomato soup for them as well, depending which ones come over. What's the plans for next night? Okay, plans. Well, the first plan's coming up here as soon as I have several days of clearness in the air here. I'm making a run into Home Depot, and I need to get some new outdoor lights, on it. They have these ones that take little small itty bitty fluorescent lights in it, and the one that looks really nice, like an old angled antique type, lantern type thing on the front porch. The light burned out in a couple days ago. I've tried to, working out there and trying to get it loose, and it's going to be, things started, sound like they're going to break. So I want to get a replacement one, but I want to get one also some of them have the plug in it, so you can plug your Christmas lights in. You just turn on the porch light on and off to turn on your Christmas lights or your Halloween lights or whatever. And I want to get one of those for each of the 3 outdoor lights by the doors, so that we can put other lights in and stuff and illuminate the area. That's the one thing up. In as far as the next several, other than that, for the next several months, it's going to be pretty much just working inside. Not sure exactly what else going on that, but I got to get it to a specialty store in Idaho Falls and get what's called a JIC Street L for that propane stovetop thing I got. That way it'll work. Hey, Bob, there you are. Emailed you the link, Bob, and so I can make it work where it's at. And then I also need to get a piece of stainless steel backer plate, little piece of sheet metal stainless steel to put behind it, so the heat doesn't get against the wall there. My wife's worried about that, so I'm going to put that there before we do anything with that. How long is she here for? I've been afraid to ask. It may be only a week. It may be a week and a half. Not sure. But they're putting a new high maintenance property, assigning it to her because they got no one else to give it to, and so she's got several. She's got 3 conference calls this week, and Bob's in hyperspace, so she's going to be doing some conference calls during that time. The grandkids won't be over here, but so I'm not sure if she's going to be here just for 1 week or she's going to try 2 weeks. But considering that, she's talking, she's telling us stuff going on there. There's one guy that's, he's sick. He should be staying home for 4 or 5 days at least to get better, but he keeps on coming in. He can stay home for a day or two, come in looking like death warmed over, and it's like, stay away. So, when the kids were here today, they saw the package of English muffins, and it was muffins, and muffins and toast, and muffins, pop, and they got all excited about it. And Eli, the oldest, had 4. I think he had 4. Maybe it was only 3.5 English muffins. Both sides, counting as one. So. And I got a couple extra loaves of bread too, just because because someone will say, I don't want English muffin, I want toast, and some will say, I want toast with strawberry jam on it. So we'll see how that goes. But for the coming year, I need to, once the ground dries up and stuff, on the far side of the shop, I need to get the gravel all laid out, all the gravel I dug out for the driveway, get everything spread out. And see about if I get it spread out enough, I may just lay down some visqueen underneath and just get the cargo containers moved across, depending on how things go. I'm not sure about, but I need to get at least one cargo container over here, if not both of them, because I need to get stuff out of the shop into the cargo containers. So I can insulate the shop. That's the big thing for the shop I want to do this year, is insulate the shop. And then, get the insulation in, and then get the inside wood on. It was 3/8 OBS or whatever I put on the cheapest there. Hey, Bob. How's it going?
I'm good.
And once I get that shop insulated, then I will see about putting in, getting the wood burning stove hooked up, or I got to talk to Chris to see whether or not, because she was talking to someone to talk about now she may be. It sounds like she may be acclimatable to calling Rocky Mountain Gas and getting the gas run to the house and a gas meter put on in and stuff. And if that happens, then I may just plumb a gas line out to the shop and put a small gas heater out there to help keep it from freezing out there. Because some of the stuff I had out there got so cold in the shop. My pallet jack, I tried to use it. It went halfway up and stopped. And then, come on. And I let it sit for a minute as the oil slowly ran down to the pump, pumped it up some more and moved some of the things around. The pallet on those IBC totes, moved them out that I had wood in there that I've already gone through and moved them outside. But the other thing I got to do coming up here on this year is I've got to take the cement blade and on the driveway and cut in the where they did the score lines, cut it in a little cleaner on where the joints are, because sometimes when they joint, they run one way and they run the joint the other way, it drags some cream over into it and blocks a little bit, and you get it all cleaned out, scored a little bit, and then I got the self-leveling sealant to put in there. I need to get all that sealed up, and then hopefully this summer I can get out there and spray some concrete sealant on it, so that even in the wintertime, the moisture doesn't get in and start breaking apart the cement. Like already started happening on the patio here. There's a little spot there where the ice was on there, and it just got to it. Got some stuff breaking loose already, so I got to get that, and then I'll have to patch that with some stuff this summer, and then seal over it as well. So so this is the day after Christmas, right?
Yeah. What's today's date, hon? 26? 27?
27th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not bad here. Christmas was a blast, because Christmas here starts at midnight and everybody's out street party and dancing and singing and all that stuff. And that's a terrible 82 degrees here today. Just awful. I hate it.
Oh, yeah, I got news for you, Bob, on that front. Glenn, I believe Glenn posted it on Facebook. It snowed in Miami.
Did it really? Well, too bad for Miami. I'm right next to the equator, so it's going to be a little bit
harder. It's gonna have to snow in Cuba before it gets down to you.
Pretty much. Yeah. We had a good Christmas, and right now it's just Mrs. and I are home, and my brother and sister-in-law, they're out. My sister-in-law she wants to go buy cutie stuff for her grandkid, and go enjoy.
Yeah.
What's the temperature there in Idaho, dude?
Let me pull this up. Where is it? There it is. Hit the refresh button, and it says it's 27 degrees outside.
Wow.
Which is probably could be actually more like 24, where the temperature's been going, because but it says, and what I read outside, and even with my besides the wall thermometer, what I read with that infrared temperature gun, it comes up a little bit different. But
yeah, Shawnee, to answer your question, we're over at my brother-in-law's house, kind of downtown Davao. And it's customary here, little kids come up and sing you a song and you give them coin. And we were sitting there, I have my instrument, drums and all that. And another band came and sat with us outside of my brother-in-law's house. Then we all got up and sang Christmas carols to some of my wife's lifetime friends. It's on my channel. Yeah, you can see it on my channel there, Shawnee. Yeah. We had a great time, man. It's probably about 20 of us out there beating drums and guitars and having a blast, man.
Oh, Bob, I posted a couple of pictures over to Courtney's Facebook group page.
Mm-hmm. Random beaver shot, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, Courtney would fly back, just rolling on the floor laughing, and then the other one.
Oh man, knocked down the Christmas tree. That's cool. That's cute.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to coordinate with very many folks, because I just missed Corsair's trainer show this morning. I missed it by a couple of hours because my time here is still wonky,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I missed this totally because we were decorating the Christmas tree because my wife got in at 1:00 this morning.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
And we got to bed about 2:30.
Yep.
And so she brought 2 big boxes of our Disney ornaments. Because when we first got married, we were buying the Disney collectible ornaments back before Disney got all woke.
Yeah, I get it. Mm-hmm.
And so we were putting up the ones that the kids watch now, like Mickey and Minnie and Goofy and Donald and Daisy. And then we threw up a couple others like Beauty and the Beast and Little Mermaid and Scooby-Doo and some other ones that we, little, character ornaments on the tree. And it was funny, about 1.5 hours, 2 hours into after the grandkids were here, Oliver just notices what was on the tree. All of a sudden he starts looking at the tree. At the ornaments on the tree.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah, what I've been busy doing is remember those Balak Bayan boxes I sent over here? All 6 of them have arrived. Today I dug out my blender and I'm blending up scrap cardboard and paper for fertilizer outside. And I also made up a whole bunch of aluminum little foot spikes for the cats going in my flower gardens, digging up everything. Yeah, I shaped them like a Z, push them into the soil and got little points sticking up. But now they're getting pissed off and they're crapping wherever else they can go.
Yeah, those are just what's the word I'm looking for? Not rogue cats, but just owners.
They don't. They're feral. They are feral cats. There's feral cats and feral dogs here everywhere. They're everywhere. That's like, But
you finally found a drawback to the Philippines.
That's about it. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's just, those are some of the things that foreigners have a difficulty adapting to.
Yeah.
Because it's just the way it is here.
Yeah. I'm just wondering if there's something. Oh, that would be sneaky. Get a bunch of catnip seed. And I froze. Get some catnip seed and sprinkle it somewhere else. And the cats will all go over there.
Yeah, I would like to do that, but I don't know where to get catnip out here. Or when we get our own car over here, it'll be a lot easier. Life will be simpler. But,
yeah.
We don't have our own car. We just call my brother-in-law, and he makes arrangements to come get us and take us different places.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Hey, say Star, my friend in India.
Yeah.
My wife's watching some shoot 'em up kung fu movie.
A shoot 'em up one. Oh, Jay's in the house now too. From Australia, a koala bear had gotten into someone's house, climbed up, and was in their Christmas tree. Cute ornament. So you pick your most hated neighbor and sprinkle the catnip seed over there.
Mm-hmm. Wing Chun, I don't know, but they've got M16s. I don't know, Mr. Star. It's supposed to be filmed in Hong Kong,
Some of the more modern stuff with modern day kung fu ones where they shoot
yeah,
them up, and when they get ran out of bullets, and they start chopping them up.
yeah, start beating the hell out of each other, and close in fighting is always hand to hand.
You can get
Spicy
some.
spam fed to the cats. Oh man. Well, there's some of those little tiny peppers here. They're tiny, tiny. Some of them are over there on the kitchen counter. I don't touch them.
Well, yeah, that's what you have to move, and you put on the big rubber gloves, right?
Yeah, because I guarantee you're gonna rub your forehead and you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ching ching pow kung fu.
Yeah, that's pretty much. Yeah, that's pretty much.
You could check into it, or you could just you might even be able to find when you're back here in the States, get some catnip, and and just take a baggie of it over or something.
Yeah,
because the dogs want any dogs are going to sniff, they're going to ignore it because hey, it's catnip, not dog nip.
Well, the hard part is about here is that and where we live, most of the fences are about 30 feet high, except for in the front, and they're iron and steel gates. I'm not climbing over somebody's fence here. I'm not going to do it. I can't throw anything over the fence. So
the cats are coming through the front gate, right?
Yeah, through the steel gate. Yeah.
So you just need to somehow.
It's really not that big of a deal. Just I'm going to try to outsmart them. Just put little spikes in the ground, and they'll get the hell out of here, you little crapping bastards.
Or just put like some chicken wire on the inside of the gate up 3 feet.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people have done here. Yeah, a lot of people have done that.
Hey, Tibor,
have the resource.
Yeah. And if you put the chicken wire up about 6 feet, then you have to worry about Daddy got a light, Daddy.
Oh God, I haven't seen those 2 cents in. Thank goodness, I don't need that kind of problems, man.
Somebody probably put the word out to them and say, "Oh, you don't want to mess around over there."
Well, yeah, they know that they know.
Right.
I mean, obviously, if I'm here living here, I've got a Filipino wife. So they know that that's taken her life into her own hands, and they figure they're smart.
So Star says put a cucumber. And now, Star, are you saying plant a cucumber or just put some cucumber out there? Because I know supposedly if you put out like lemon peels and orange peels, the citrus juice, which will chase cats out of the garden.
Oh, really? Okay.
But you got to keep it fresh. So if you have an orange every day, you toss the peels out there, and that kind of,
Yeah, I'm just using 14 gauge electric fence wire, making them into a Z shape, and stick them in the ground right now. So then I took a bunch of ground up pulverized cardboard and paper and poured it around the little spikes to make them stand up more rigid. And I'm just gonna piss them cats off. It's a game. It's a game, man. Keep coming back, Bubba. Next week there'll be concertina wire and bouncing Betty mines.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
around your little planter, put a hot wire around the planter. That when they go step over it.
Hey, you can get away with that stuff here. You can.
Yeah. Especially since it's inside your yard around the planter areas all around.
Yeah, you can do that here. You can put. I should take sometime one of these visits. I'll take a visit, and you should see what people put into their fences on top of their fences. Broken glass, handmade barbs of devious designs, real concertina wire, and there's no limit to what you can do to protect your property, and there's no limit to what you can do when they make it over the fence. So that means, you know, none of this halt, don't move. And that doesn't work that way here.
It's halt, boom, don't boom, move, boom.
Pop, you know.
Here's some 3-inch Magnum loads of number 4 buckshot.
Yeah. Yeah, if you make it over the fence here, and the thieves know, if they get caught, they're dead, you know, or at least going to get their ass kicked, you know.
Yeah. So Star's saying put the cucumber on the ground around their entry points, i.e., under the gate. You put some sliced cucumber out there.
Yeah. I remember seeing videos of that. So a cat was sitting there eating out of his food dish, and somebody put a cucumber behind it, and the cat jumped about 5 feet in the air. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Well, Wayne, ungrateful. Yeah, do not climb fences here. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah. Too many snowflakes here to do that.
Yeah, they got iron workers who specialize in making all kinds of devious, big honking hooks and spikes, and oh, it's beautiful stuff. Really is. It is. It's all hammered out of square tubing and all welded together. It's beautiful stuff. But,
yeah. Well, Tibor says get a bow and arrow.
Yeah.
And if you have a neighbor that likes to eat cat, then you don't use a regular. Don't use a regular arrow. Use one of the ones with the like the fishing hook prong things, and reel it back in.
I was thinking about maybe a paintball. Just nail them, man.
I'm not sure how pepper powder would affect them. So you can get the pepper balls for the paintball guns.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you get a paintball. You got to be very careful and do it. You load one up and put in essence of Le Pepe Le Pew into it. You don't hit one of those cats with that.
Skunk them. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do you mean, Kaylin? To make devious fence ornaments? Well, yeah, I've thought of doing that. I have, and I've got the welding skills and all that to be able to do a lot of stuff like that. If that's what you mean.
I bet some of those devious hooks are like bent blades and stuff, sharpened on both sides. Yeah.
They are. Every conceivable thing you can think of. The metal workers here have got designs for, and they're on top of people's fences guarding their homes. Yeah. I was telling my wife I'm going to start doing that when we move here, and she kind of shuddered, like, "Oh God, hon."
Yeah, I've seen some fences where they, for other pictures from other countries, where they just put out like a spike sticking out about like 18 inches out, 12 to 18 inches out, with a sharp point on it.
Yep.
I'm thinking about it, and listening to you and stuff. It's like, no, don't put a when they try to climb, they throw a rope over it, and they start climbing up. All of a sudden, as they climb, rope cut, boom, and down they go.
Oh, well, yeah, ungrateful peasant, Wayne. I'm not real clear on, but I can tell you this: no foreigners can own firearms in the Philippines. There has to be a Philippine citizen only, and their background checks are very similar to the U.S. But all the background checks before you can buy them go up through Manila, the national capital. You have to wait quite a long time, and but you can buy any firearm here you want. I mean, I can go to a gun store here and buy an M4, M16. I've even seen them selling M60 belt-fed machine guns right over the counter. But you got to have a license for that,
Yeah.
And you got to be a Filipino citizen and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But
how does it work there for you? If your wife would own all the guns, right?
Yeah, they'd be in her name. Yeah.
But are you allowed to use it?
Well, let me put it to you this way. Okay, the intention, what we're planning to do, is they sell Mossberg pump shotguns here. That's
Right.
why I got a couple of them and trained my wife on them. We can go down to the mall and get one of those and a couple of 1911 45 autos. They sell them here, all Springfield, all of them. And you know, we're in Mindanao where shit hits the fan here pretty regularly. So the intention would be 245 autos for outside the house, one 12 gauge shotgun for inside the house. If shit hits the fan, we grab our cash and our go bags and we get to the airport by whatever means necessary. And to hell with me not being allowed to have a 45. One's going to go in my waistband. And before I enter airport property, I'm pulling it out and just throw it. Get in the airport and go. You know, that's if all else fails, you know.
Yeah. So what are you looking at about how far down the road would you be looking at trying to get Filipino citizenship?
I'm not going to.
You're not going to try to do work the dual thing?
I've thought of it for a while and was starting to do it, but I realized that I have to surrender my U.S. citizenship and then reapply for U.S. citizenship before I can get. Now, if I lose my U.S. passport for whatever reason, how am I going to get back home ever again? I can't. You know. Oh yeah, you're right, Rain. There's 1911s here everywhere. There's thousands, tens of that. They make them here too. You know, what is it? Rock Island arsenals. Those are made right here in the Philippines. Same with the M16s are made right here also.
Yeah, I would guess they would want to make them there because they're trying to import them from the U.S. The price is going to be cost prohibitive.
Way up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because those things are expensive here. I can imagine by the time they ship them over there, it's going to be more expensive.
Yeah, you have to pay a tariff, you know. Yeah. But they do make their own pump shotguns. I can't remember the names of them. So, but I have seen Mossberg 500s and 590s for sale in the gun stores here. Gun stores here are everywhere, just like the U.S. And in fact, I've never seen so many guns until I came to the Philippines. They are everywhere. Now, why doesn't the news focus in on that? Why is
it doesn't
that?
fit their narrative.
Bingo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, we've got like in our complex, usually around 8 guards at all times, armed guards in the complex here at all times.
Yeah.
They're all strapped, and they all got M16s and all that. You know.
Yeah, I was doing a little research for one of my novels here, trying to find out a semi-automatic shotgun that has high capacity magazines, and I found some incredible stuff. And there's a company scrolling down here trying to find the one. Rock Island Armory. You said Rock Island's there in Philippines.
Yeah, Philippines. They make some.
It looks like an AR, but it's a 12 gauge shotgun.
Yeah, my son bought he calls it an AR-12. It takes a magazine, AR style magazine. It operates just like an AR. I think his is made in Turkey. I think. And he has dumped hundreds of rounds of buckshot and slugs down it and has not had one failure on it. But don't quote me if his is made in Turkey or not. I'm not real sure, but I haven't shot it yet.
Hang on, I got to share this with you. .30 round drum magazine, 12 gauge.
Yeah.
But the other one, Black Aces. Black Aces used to customize Mossbergs and Remingtons. Now they make their own.
Okay.
And they make it coming with the 10 shot magazine plus once they got 11 shots on it, semi-auto, and then you can also get the 30 round drum magazine for it.
Holy smokes!
And what's so fun, it has me so interested is that it's the Black Aces Tactical Pro Series right now is on sale for $269.
Yeah.
And you just it takes the magazines and stuff it takes are made by a company that makes it for a lot of the ones here. I'm looking through this article here. There's like 7 or 8 companies that all use the same aftermarket magazine. In fact, some of them built their guns to take that magazine to begin with.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah. Did it up
Because
with something
this
that's
company
already
makes
available.
this company makes 2-shot magazines. You think why 2-shot? And they explain you put one in the chamber and put the 2-shot up in. You got 3 for hunting. That gives you your 3 shots for hunting. And then they got them with 5-shot, 10-shot, 15-shot, 20-shot, 30 drum magazine, and 50 drum magazine.
Mm-hmm.
So
Wayne here is talking about Filipino mercenaries or security forces. That's very true, because what people don't seem to understand is that the Philippine military is the most experienced military I've ever heard of in my life, ever. These guys are guaranteed they're going to get into combat right here in their own country. And they used to have a recruiting depot over in Zamboanga City down here in southern Mindanao, and they were recruiting retired Philippine sergeants and officers. And they work for contractors all over the world because they're guaranteed they're going to see combat. Someone in my family is in the infantry, and he's been in combat more than once right here.
Mm-hmm. What Mossbergs do you have?
I have a 590 and a 500.
Okay. The 590, is that a pump or semi? That's a pump, right? Pump. Okay.
Yeah, well, yeah, they're pumped. Yeah.
Check this out. This is the Mossberg 590M with a magazine.
Yeah. Yep. Mine's just a straight off the shelf 590 and 500. Yeah. See, like my wife is tiny. If I load up a full magazine of that and hand it to her, she wouldn't be able to carry it for too long.
Yeah.
Think about how much that buckshot weighs.
Yeah. That's why you only keep the 5-shot magazine in there. You keep the others in the fanny pack.
Mm-hmm.
But so what did you get for Christmas?
I'm here.
You're there.
That's one of the reasons why we don't do gift exchange in my family. We haven't for years, is because we take that money and put it into travel, come back here to see the family and stuff like that. Yeah, Wayne, the healthcare workers are called the same thing: Filipino mafia, nurses, the doctors, physical therapists, occupational therapists. They all network really well together.
All righty. So let me see what I got over here. We're getting near the top of the hour here. And tomorrow, okay. Yeah, so tomorrow night on Gray Man Prepping, same time, I froze, is going to be why should we prepare? Is it worth the bother? And then the midnight run on Thursday night, and then Friday back here on Camppatton Family Compound is going to be New Year's Eve, which will actually be New Year's Eve for Bob.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
I've got a big brass gong just for New Year's Eve. Exactly. I'm not sure if we'll be here where we live or at my brother-in-law's house, but you can't have fireworks here in Davao City.
Right.
So I brought my brass gong. Take that. I got earplugs too.
All righty, folks. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up now. Bob, thank you for coming up and sharing how things went over there in the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you, everybody that came in the side chat and been commenting here. Yeah, and just as a final note here, let me take a quick last look at it here. over on Gray Man Prepping. Gray Man Prepping is 17 away from the magic number.
Okay. I hope you get it.
Yeah. All righty, folks. Thanks a lot, and we will see you hopefully tomorrow night on Gray Man Prepping. Take care and see you around.